Hi, I'm Eric Gimbal, ericgimbal.com, and today I'm going to give you my 5 tips for August 2016. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ericgimbal, my website ericgimbal.com. If you have any question, you can send me an email to info@ericgimbal.com. Thank you very much to Claudia for being behind the camera and waving hello now. Okay, so I'm going to start now, give you some tips and also some accessories I recommend, the same as I did in July, last July, okay, a month ago. Well, very often they ask me what material I should have to replacement material if I have a breakdown with my material. And obviously the ideal thing, if you live of photography, if this is your business, you should have everything duplicated, so 2 bodies, every lens duplicated, everything. But my channel is more oriented to people who are starting or have mid-level and have that kind of question. Obviously people who are expert, normally they don't ask this. Okay, so what should I need if you cannot afford to have everything duplicated? Well, the first thing you should have is 2 bodies. If you cannot afford 2 bodies exactly the same, well, you should contemplate have the one, and then the second one would be like the range just below. Okay. For example, if you are in full frame and you have a 5D Mark II or Mark III, then your second body could be a 6D or the equivalent with Nikon. But be aware that if you are full frame, your second camera should not be on APS-C, because the way your picture will be framed will be different. The lenses won't match the angle, so I don't recommend you do this. I mean, or you have 2 APS-C bodies or 2 full frame bodies. If you're in Micro Four Third, for example, with what I have with Olympus, I could have the OMD M5 Mark II and the OMD 10 Mark II, for example, as a second body. Okay. Then regarding lenses, maybe you cannot afford to have the best lens duplicated. If you have a 70-200 millimeters 2.8 stabilized and everything, you cannot afford to have 2 of these. So try to have some backup. The minimum backup you should have regarding lens would be, if you are in full frame, get a 50 millimeter. If you are in APS-C, get a 35 millimeter. And if you're in Micro Four Third, use a 25 millimeter. This is the lens that is closest to the way the human sight is. So it's not a tele lens, it's not a wide angle, but with this you will cover more or less, and you will be able to escape with that. Okay. If you're doing some critical pictures like a wedding or whatever, birthday or whatever, that you cannot repeat, then it's very important you duplicate your material. But if you cannot afford it, ask a friend to lend you some material, so you have some backup stuff in case you would have some kind of problem. Okay, so this is the minimum. Of course, if you don't make money out of this, this is not a problem that you cannot finish the photo session. But if it's a wedding for a friend, you have to give him some pictures. So obviously, even then, you are not a professional, you should have some backup material. The following accessory is not like a thing you can transport by. You can transport, but I mean, this is not a thing, this is not an object. This is a person with a body, legs and brain, and must use his brain. Okay, this is what I call a helper, a visual helper. I don't speak about the guy or the assistant that is holding a flash for you or carrying a bag. Obviously it can be the same person, but I speak about a visual helper. When you're starting, it's very hard to see everything. So 4 eyes will always see better than 2. And sometimes you want to make the picture and then the model has hair across her face, or the trousers is up, or you have a suspender that is moved or whatever. Okay, so it's important that this must be arranged. So maybe you don't even see it. So your visual helper will say, oh, look at this. Visual assistant, we're going to call that person. Okay, oh, take care of the trousers is not perfect or whatever. Okay, or the color or whatever. And sometimes you see it, but the problem if you walk towards this person to fix it, first I think a photographer should never touch a model, even if there are some confidence. I speak about a model, not about your wife or husband or kids, okay? But because then the confidence is there. But if it's someone you don't know or don't know that much, you should never touch that person. It should be a third person that goes up to that person and fix trousers, hair, or whatever, okay? And second, because even if there are some confidence, when I leave I'm going to make the picture, this is perfectly framed, and then I see the color is up like this. I tell the model, can you move your color? And she doesn't manage to fix it. Then if I move towards her to fix it, even if there is no problem touching the color of the shirt, the problem is that I lost my place, so I will never be able to reframe exactly the same way, the same height, the same distance. So it's very important you never leave your place when you make a picture. So this is why the visual helper assistant can actually fix it for you, and it helps you make the perfect picture. Obviously, when you start making picture, when you're a beginner, no one wants to help you, and this is when actually you need someone to help you. So don't be shy and ask someone to go with you to the session to help you watching and helping you fixing things before you shoot, okay? In July, I said I spoke about some accessories you should carry with you, and there are some more for the model. It's your job to bring it. Normally she should have some material like this with her, but sometimes they forget, and that can ruin your session. You should have some elastic bracelets so to tie the hair. You should have some a comb or hairbrush, and also some hairspray to fix the hair, okay? Because it may be windy and her hair is moving like this, and if you can't tidy it up, it's better, okay? Even if you're in a studio, there is no wind, but the static electricity will get the hair like this. But after half an hour, you see the hair like this, or they're flying like this. So you put some hairspray on the hair, okay? And also, you could put some hairspray on the face, on the makeup. This will get it less shiny, more tight, and maybe won't move the same way, or won't stain, you know, okay? So put some hairspray. Obviously, if you're going to spray some hairspray on her face, tell her to close her eyes first. But I assume that in front of the camera and behind the camera, I'm speaking to two intelligent persons that will not forget to close their eyes when they spray the hairspray. An accessory that is really needed, this is 2 or 3 or 4 steps stairs. Why? Because sometimes you want to make a picture from the top, and then you're not high enough, or you're not tall enough, or you want to get your camera like this, but it's not really steady. Even if you have a screen that can swivel and you could actually make the picture this way, but you need to be comfortable. Or if you're at a wedding and you want to have the whole people, everyone that is dancing there, and you want to be from the top and make the picture see more thing, then a stairs like this is perfect. So carry it every time you're going to do a photo session and you know you may need it, or you go to a wedding or whatever. Always have this in your car, because this is really something. This is quite cheap. Many people already have one at home, because they've been painting. As you can see, I've been painting, so I've got some paint on it. So don't forget, this is really cheap, and this is really handy and can make you some different pictures. Even if someone is laying on the floor, from the top will make a different picture. So always carry this with you, because it will help you make different pictures. A few years ago, I was doing a workshop, a beginner workshop, and a guy comes in and says, please, before you start, I've got a real problem at home. I bought a reflector like this, and a large one, and I don't know how to fold it. And my wife told me, or you learn how to fold it, or you leave the house, or I drop it to the bin, okay? So please help me how to fold it. So how do you fold this? The small one are easy. You know, you actually cross your hands like this. My hand is like this, other one is like this. I turn like this. At the same time, I press towards like this, okay? So this is folded. This is quite easy when it's small. And for larger one, if it's really a large one, I recommend you check my tips for July 2016, where I fold a cabin, a changing cabin. So it's the same principle for doing it, but it's quite a bit larger, so you'll see it. Okay, so if it's like this, obviously my hand cannot reach the bottom, so I put it on my foot, then I press down, then I can hold with my other hand, and the same technique. And here it is. Okay, I'll do it another time. If you think too much, you're not able to do it. It must become a reflex. Okay, so I do it, I press, and here it is. Okay, so it is folded. Okay, thank you for watching my tips for August 2016. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ericgibaud, my website ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, you can send me an email to info@ericgibaud.com. My Facebook, facebook.com/ericgibaud photo, my Twitter ericgibaud, my Instagram @gibaud, my Google++ ericgibaud. Thank you very much to Claudia, who's being watching me behind the camera and fixing the thing and telling me when the battery was getting off and all the things. And thank you to you for watching the video, and see you very soon.